Welcome to Be Aware to Be Prepared. My name is Debbie Boyce. I'm your continuing host of Be Aware to Be Prepared from Rutland County, also of Addison County, Medical Reserve Corps, Non-Medical Reserve Corps. Who are we? What is the MRC? You've been seeing the MRC a lot when we've talked about the vaccination clinics. MRC people are people who are volunteering their time to assist the Department of Health with vaccinations, with reading of paperwork, with filling out paperwork, if you haven't done it through the computer. Non-medical people, who are they? They are people who might be setting up the pods, the point of distribution. What is that? That is all the different things that you would learn as a result of becoming a member of the Medical Reserve Corps. We are as a result of 9/11. 9/11 is when the towers came down, and there were 3 people that showed up into it with a uniform, and they really weren't who they said they were. As a result, our Surgeon General, you've heard of that person, Surgeon General from the CDC, okay, came up with this coding. They can take a gun, not a real gun, but a scan gun, and they can find out all my training through here. Pretty ingenious, pretty smart, if I do say so myself. And then we say, what are we supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be teaching people to be proactive, not reactive. Right now, we're in a reactive state of mind, in a state of emergency, where we are reacting to numbers, to people getting sick, trying to immunize people. Yes, I said that I word. Oh my goodness. Yes, if you haven't gotten your COVID shot, your immunization, number 1, number 2, and then the booster, please think about it. Yes, you have a right to be who you are and to think of who you are, but this is history repeating itself with the polio pandemic. But then if you don't want to, that's okay, but be prepared. You might be restricted from doing certain things or going certain places. Most importantly, be safe, be happy, be healthy. My goal and my job is to teach you some skills, coping skills, some tools, some tricks to keep in your bag so that when you're out traveling or when you're out in the cold, that you will be prepared. Right, that's right. You're thinking, wait a minute, I got my snow tires on. Okay, yes, you got your snow tires on, but are the roads plowed? Are they not plowed? You're going to see some snapshots of different things that we're talking about. But first and foremost, what do we always talk about? Water. How many people can remember how much water you should drink? If you said half of your body weight in ounces, you are correct. You get the prize for today. This is how much water I should drink. That's a lot. And I'm thinking some days, oh, I'm going to float away. But I do float away if I drink it all at once just before I go to bed. Then I'm up in the middle of the night and I'm doing the thing that you say you don't want to do and why you don't want to do it. So graze, drink a little bit and then put it back and then drink some more, put it back. We've talked over the months, and I'm repeating myself because there are some new people who have joined us. We have, in today's world, packets of flavoring that I can pour into my drink to make it taste better. But I love water. I really, really love water. And so this is a plus. I don't need the flavoring in order to drink it, but it is a plus. They come in all different flavors. So, that was sort of a reddish container. This is an orange. And so I can dump that in there. Now, as I'm driving along and I'm coming off of one of the mountains and my car goes off the road, I've already drank my water. What am I going to do? Do you remember last month that we talked? Do you remember the month before, even during the summer? If you want to clean out your system real fast, drink from a brook that you don't know where that water's come from. It will clean out your system and you'll be on the toilet. Oh my goodness. You're going to be on the toilet and you're out in the wilderness. What are you going to do? Well, guess what I have? I have a baggie of napkins. Some people carry a roll of toilet paper. I carry napkins. Definitely. You got to prepare for everything. What could happen, when it can happen, and so forth. I'm going to rewind and go back to the brook I just drank from. I have this way cool, fancy like straw. That this is a filter right here. I could put this right in the brook and drink from it. Or I could fill this bottle that it comes with. These are awesome Christmas gifts or awesome birthday gifts or awesome just because gifts. This screws right onto it. So if I were to fill the bag with water, I can sit there in my car while I'm waiting to be towed out and drink. Kind of cool, isn't it? And guess what, people? You could take your empty bottle, you could fill it in the brook, and this screws right on. They thought of everything. The other thing you can do is you could suction, this comes with it, right on up. Now you say, wow, how am I going to keep that clean? Well, I'm a good friend, my good friend, the baggie. I'm going to take that off. I keep everything in baggies. And then these baggies are kept in a bag in my car to be used when I need it. Because you never know where you're going to be, when you're going to be there, and how you're going to be there. A lot of to be there's. There's one other thing you can do, and a lot of people remember this who are older. And I got to thinking of this because I also work in a pharmacy. If this label came off, it would look like a nitroglycerin bottle. Somebody who wants for prevention from heart attacks if they're feeling chest pain. Keep your label on. Don't take it off. You never know. There's a lot of little tablets in here, and this will not prevent a heart attack, okay, or for chest pain. This one tablet will do 1 gallon of water. My filter system, that filter part in the middle, in the tube, the blue part, will do 100,000 gallons of water. That's a lot of water. So you would definitely be prepared. Seasons are changing. Things are happening. One, it'll be sunny, and then it'll start raining, and then all of a sudden the wind starts blowing, and all of a sudden here comes the snow. Things change. So if I do go off the road in my car, I carry granola bars in my glove compartment. They're good for quite some months. They're good to munch on, and they're good for protein. I also, in a soft container, have a protein drinks. Protein drinks to give me energy. Yeah, I know what some of you are thinking. I also have my energy bar. I don't know how many people were watching one of the, I think, Hallmark show this past weekend. Okay, Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, I have the gold bar. Okay, yes, I even carry my chocolate. And I keep extra bars of chocolate. Be prepared. It's always best. Now, to my left here is a sleeping bag. The sleeping bag stays in its stuff bag, so therefore it can be pulled out. It can cover many people if I need it, if I need to open it up, or I can crawl in it. And right in front of it is a survival blanket. The survival blanket can keep you warm. It reflects, the silver part reflects the actual body heat, because you have to turn your car off, because then you have to worry about carbon monoxide, then you have to worry about, you have to keep your windows open a little bit, all that kind of stuff. In my car also, I have a hat and I have gloves. In front of it, right here in the blue pack, is a first aid kit. Very important to keep in your car, to have when you need it at all times. I have different types of flashlights. This one is just a handheld, great stocking stuffers. They're about $1. Okay, this is a headlamp. And the one on the fanny pack, the yellow that is glowing, that is blinking, is a reflector that you could actually hang on your antenna so the plow doesn't hit you. I'm going to come over here to my right, your left, and there's an orange circular light. Now this one will actually do different modes. It's good for 20 hours. It's run by batteries. It's an awesome gift also. It's an awesome just because gift, because to keep in your car. It is sitting on a box that I purchased this past week of hand warmers that you can use for your hand. You can stuff them in your clothes. Those are good for 10 hours. This is a pack that I found at a store. Really awesome price, but people, remember the era that we're in. We're in a time where all of a sudden things are going to come up where it cannot be shipped in because things are happening that way. So if you see it, get it. Great stocking stuffer. Great thing for your kids to put in your backpacks when they're walking home. Okay? Wow, lots of things, lots of things. Right in front of the hand warmers is the snow brush. The snow brush that can also be a scraper and can be like a plow off your car. It's a telescoping one for someone who's short like me that needs that. In front of that is a smaller shovel. Why a smaller shovel? You don't want a big shovel in your car, but it does the job. The one thing that I did not bring this time that I will bring next time is a container of cat litter. Keep the container of cat litter so that you can sprinkle it on the ice if you're spinning. It's also really good for weight, but remembering all the time, not just once, not just twice, but all the time. Anything like this is a heavy projectile. This needs to be secured. The cat litter needs to be secured, the container needs to be secured, because God forbid if you should get into an accident, it will hit, and then whatever is loose in your car will come flying. I bet there's some of you people who know some stories about that. Scary. But while we're stuck in the snow and while we are out and about, the hand sanitizer still has not gone away. We need to sanitize our hands, hand sanitize our hands, hand sanitize our hands, and I could say it over and over again. It's not going to go away, people, because if we didn't have the COVID, we would be having the influenza, the flu. We would have the exact same story that we've had before. And if you're not stuck in your car and you're at home or from work, what's the one thing you can do when you're around a sink, a bathroom, any place with water? Yeah, this is a sign for washing hands. This is it. Keep these hands clean. And if you can't keep them clean, definitely keep them hand sanitized. But where should you keep them out of? Should I rub my eye when I have an itch? No. Should I wipe my mouth with my hands? No. You need to keep these hands out of all the open areas, and I'm gonna seem gross now, out of your private area, because that's where the germs go up into your body, in through your mouth, in through your nose, and through your eyes, and it goes into your system, and it says, aha, a warm host that I can attack, because this person either didn't get their shots, or their immune system is weakened, they're tired, or even if they got, oh, this person got their shots, but I can't attack them so bad because they won't be hospitalized. Or if they're hospitalized, it's a lesser chance of them dying. That's direct. I said the D word. We want to keep everybody alive, people. We want everybody to be around, to be here. When you're out and about, please still wear your mask. We talked about earlier about the mask. I'm going to use the yellow one because it's more of a difference. These are breathing holes. These have filters on them. These were no longer allowed in hospitals or in areas where they wanted everybody to wear a full face mask. Now you are immunized. Hopefully you are right where you need to be for the booster 6 months later, for the Moderna and the Pfizer, 2 months for Johnson & Johnson. You can now wear these. You can breathe a lot easier. What I've gotten into, which is quite fun, is decorate your mask for the holidays. That's kind of cool. I think let's be creative. Let's get out of the rut that we're in, and let's enjoy life, have fun, but be safe. I don't know if I can say that enough. Now, as you've been out and about and having fun and being safe, you've been outside. It's cold. What are the signs and symptoms of hyperthermia? Can you remember? Can you remember from last year? We talked about heat stroke and the effects of heat in the summer. So now it's getting to be colder. So we're going to talk about cold. If your fingers or skin gets white, watch each other. Do not rub it. Do not. Okay? Don't rub this. Don't go like this and everything. Don't do that. You'll see people putting their hands, crisscrossing them and putting them underneath their armpit. That's a very warm spot. And that's where we need to heat up our hands. The other place is if you're near your sleeping bag, crawl into your sleeping bag. Roll up. Because it's not going to do you any good if you lose the connectivity of your skin, okay, the nerve endings, that you break your skin down. That's a very simple version of what is the worst case scenario. Freezing rain. Oh, that's happening. the freezing rain happens, you slide off the road, or you park your car and it's freezing. It doesn't look like it's freezing, but you open up the door and you step out and you go down. Bam! Help each other, people. If you see somebody having a difficult time during our weather, please, please help each other. So that's looking at cars, but also when you're with your neighbors, walking by your neighbors, check on your neighbors. As you're taking your four-legged critter for a walk, check on your dogs, your cats. You let them outside because, oh yes, you got to go to the bathroom, but it's so cold outside. Did you put on another layer onto them? Did you give them a coat? You're the first to put on your coat, but have you put on something onto the cat or the dog? Here's one more step. The ice that's on the ground is usually melted with an ice melt. Did you know that there is a pet-friendly ice melt? What happens when you put pieces of the ice melt straight onto your skin? Your skin's not happy. Your dog's paws aren't going to be happy. Think of that. So when you come in, you're brushing off your hands and your feet from the snow, or you picked up some sand, some salt, and the salt, brush it off. Brush it off your dog's paws. Think about that before they lick their paws. It's going to be salty, but it's also going to go, you know. Help them. Remember, you're in charge of them. Now, the other thing is, you see somebody shivering. Let's go back to the effects of coldness. Shivering is the first sign of hyperthermia. Warm yourself up. Cover yourself up with a blanket. Okay? Go into a warm room. Where do you think you should heat up first? Your core. See this hat right here? I should be wearing my hat because I am going to lose heat from my head. An awful lot was covered today. An awful lot going into the coldness, coming out of the warmness. But we can make it. You can make it. Wash your hands. Keep the germs out of your open areas. Drink, so the stuff doesn't get, the mucus in your body doesn't get thick and the germs go in and suck in and go, I'm going to go in. Think about it in a fun way. But have fun, be safe, and if you want more information, go to the Department of Health, Medical Reserve Corps, Non-Medical Reserve Corps of your state, and you will find out more information on us. Bye for now.